Extracting vocals in Ableton. My name is Multiplier, and let me show you a trick. Here we have a single audio file with a vocal.
I know the others. I know the others.
And in this video, we shall remove it, giving this. Wowzers trousers, how to do that? That must be magic. You must be a magic miracle wizard person, but no, it's actually quite simple. It's easy once you've seen how. There are literally only 2 steps. But first of all, we need to notice something, as this doesn't always work. It works when we have something in the center and something on the sides. So in this example, the vocal's in the center. So I'll look at you. In this example, the vocal's in the center and it's also a vocal, but the less vocally vocal is on the sides. So let's call that the pad, even though it's really a vocal. So we have the vocal in the center here and the pad thing off to the sides.
I know the others. I know the others.
That's the thing we spot here when we're doing a remix. If we hear that something's in the center and something's in the... I keep looking over there. If we hear that something's in the center and something's on the sides, that's when this trick will work. So in this case, we need to remove the center, as the vocal's in the center and the pad stuff is on the sides. And can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess, everybody? You may have guessed from the thumbnail, maybe. So we go to EQ8, kick it into mid-side mode. Look at that. Now we're EQing the middle separately to the sides. In other words, splitting the middle from the sides. So what we can do, we go to the middle one. So we're EQing the middle section, and then we filter it all out with something like this, say a low pass filter, and whiz it off all the way to the side, basically filtering out everything. So the side EQ is the same, but the middle EQ filters out everything. As near as makes no difference, removing the middle. However, don't stop there. We're not done. We're not, everybody, hold your horses, hold your horses. We're not done. There's an absolutely critical next step that's easy to miss, especially if you haven't been doing this for a few years. What we need to do is grab AU. In fact, let me show you the problem. So if all we do is this, notice what happens if I sum to mono. Say, what? Now when I sum to mono, it's all disappeared in things. Something must have gone wrong. It hasn't gone wrong, that's just what happens. If we stopped here, the left and the right side are literally completely out of phase with each other, 100% out of phase. So it literally cancels out to 0. When you sum to mono, we can see this in a vector scope. As you can see here, see how it's a horizontal line? It's at -1 phase correlation. That means if we stopped here, whenever we sum to mono, it's literally going to cancel out completely. And if we say listen on a laptop in the distance, it's half mono because of how the speakers are away from you, so it mostly cancels out. Do this test for yourself. So even if we're not listening back on mono, if we stop now, most of our signal will disappear anyway. So bad, stop, bad. We need to do more. No, oh no, but that's okay. There is something else we can do. And that is we grab utility, my favorite tool for utilitizing things. And we click this button here, which inverts the left phase, inverts the phase for the left channel. And we could use the right, but let's choose the left. Importantly, we want to invert one of the sides. We need to invert the phase for one of the sides, and then all is fixed. As you can see here in the vector scope. So now if we sum to mono, all is good. And it sounds excellent. And that's it, we're done. We're complete. Boom, nailed it. Wowzers trousers. That was marvelous, Multiplier. Now I know how to extract the center or extract the sides and make sure all is okay with the phase. Brilliant. But will this work every time? In every remix, in every situation imaginable? No, of course not. But it will, one in every probably 7 or 8 remixes you get a chance to do, you can use this. You'll have to pick a certain section of the track where there's not a lot going on. Don't pick the main bit where there's drums, bass, vocal, synth, pad, squeaky noise, because that's too much. There's lots of things in the center, lots on the sides, and it sort of goes mad and stuff. So obviously don't pick the busy part of the track. But in many situations, there'll only be 2 elements for 8 bars or 16 bars. There'll be an intro or a break or a section of the tune where there's just a vocal and a synth, or a vocal and a pad, or a vocal and a pad. So in that sort of, or a synth. So in those sorts of situations, or a bass, but there's just 2 things. If it's just vocal, I'm going to point at you. If it's just vocal in the center, pad on the sides, or vocal in the center, synth on the sides, or vice versa, that's when you can use this. So now you know it's possible and how to do it. Now you know it's possible and how to do it in Ableton. When you go to remix a track, you can keep your ears out for it. You can just listen and go, is this possible to split center sides? Or is it all sort of everywhere and then do I have to do something else? But 1 in every 7 or 8 times, you can do this. Keep your ears open for where things are in the stereo image. Center, sides. Cool. Right there. Catch you guys on the flippity flip. My name's Multiplier. Catch you guys on the flippity flip.